Hi YouTube, it's Angie. I just wanted to post today because I'm exactly 1 year post-op today from my revision surgery, a messed up sleeve to Roux-en-Y gastric bypass. So my date of surgery when I walked into the hospital on my a year ago today, I weighed 249, and this morning I weighed 178.2 or something. The scale the other day did dip down to 177.8, I think it was. Anyway, I'm not worried about it. I thought that I would post some things here quick before I've got to run out the door, actually, and go work at, or volunteer rather, at my kid's school kitchen. So I just thought I would, just throw some thoughts out there that I've learned this year. I'm by no means an expert. I just basically thought I'd put this out there so that when I watch this again, like a year from now or 5 years from now, I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that or I did this. Anyway, so I love my new bariatric surgeon. I sought out a different surgeon in Dayton, Ohio, with Kettering Bariatrics, Dr. David Schumacher, and he's got a fabulous program. He's got, your typical dietitian, psychiatrist, or actually he's a psychologist. But he also has an exercise physiologist that you're required to see, and a bariatric nurse educator that is basically a phone call away. Excuse me. And so I've utilized all of them. I've called the exercise guy quite a few times, called the dietitian. They actually just switched dietitians, and the old one was kind of eh. Um, so I'm interested to meet this new one because I've talked to her on the phone and I really like her personality. So I'm hoping that that she can help me. I see them all on Friday. I check in for my 1 year. So Jeff is driving me to Dayton and home in the same day on Friday. Anyway, so something that I knew coming right out of the gate is that I would exercise. It's something, thankfully, that I had been turned on to in 2014. It's when I began lifting weights. Um, and I thought that that would continue. I, at one point, thought that maybe I would be a competitive power lifter. I don't still have that aspiration necessarily. Um, anyway, so I just thought that I would talk a little bit about when I had the botched sleeve. I was obsessed with getting under 200 pounds, and that never happened. I got 6 pounds away. My lowest weight was 206. I gained, though, of course, back up to 249. But I just obsessed over the scale. And if you have followed me or you're my Facebook friend, you know from like 2014 to 2016, I really struggled with the scale and just being on it and recording my weights. And I can honestly say that something I really liked about Dr. David Schumacher, was that I believed him. I believed when he said, yes, the Roux-en-Y will get you under 200 pounds. I believed him when I hit 190 pounds. And, he originally said based on my height, and then he did this, like, he squeezed my hips together and he figured out my frame size. He said, I would probably put you somewhere between 155, 165. Now, I had always thought that I want to get to 157, which is half of my highest weight of 315. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. I'm breathing down the neck of 175, and I feel really amazing and proud of that. And so I definitely think that being active, working out. I work out I'm sorry, not 6 days a week, 5 days a week. Um, I go to the gym Monday through Friday. I went through a period of where I was taking Saturdays and Sundays off, and I may go back to that. I haven't decided. However, I have had a long term standing goal since 2012 of running a 5K, and that will happen. Um, I love running. I love running outside. My body doesn't really like it so much. I hurt after. I'm hoping, I've only done it twice. I'm hoping that once I become more consistent with that, that those aches and pains may dissipate. I'm hoping. So right now I do Monday through Friday in the gym. I'm no longer lifting weights at this time. I've only stopped recently. I haven't really, the verdict's out on when or if I will start that back up. Like I said, I'm going to talk to Andrew, the exercise guy, on Friday. Anyway, so, and then on the last couple of, I think, well, this last Saturday and then like a few weeks prior to that, I ran. I did the Couch to 5K app outside. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I definitely see running outside in my near future, and that will take up Saturdays as long as the weather is cooperative. So, yeah, at this point, I am loving life. Now, as far as the scale, where I'm at with that is, I do weigh every day. I do track what I weigh, and I completely understand a few things. That my my weight will fluctuate up and down based on fluid levels, based on hormones, all of that. I didn't know that in 2014. I didn't even really get it. I put something on Facebook, and one of my Facebook bariatric friends kind of freaked out. Oh my gosh, don't weigh every day. Weigh once a week. And I may go to that. But for right now, it just works for me. I find I get extremely anxious if I am off the scale like for a few days in a row. Not that my eating is crazy, but I do also find I maybe snack more than I really care to admit. I don't watch it as much. And now this week is uber strict for me. I've placed those restrictions on myself because I really wanted to get to 175 before my check-in, because his scale, I end up weighing about 4.5 pounds more on his scale than I do on my scale. And he did say that his scale weighs heavier. Anyway, I use an app called Happy Scale, and so I put my daily weights in there.